start up something, and that's what motivates us to start up something. And we feel that okay, everyone is saying export, export. Where do we have these things collectively in Nigeria? And beside, we to Nigeria regarding these products, we are the only country. I stated this many times that we are not just blessed with the best of everything, we are blessed with varieties of everything we were given. So it's a bit difficult for other part of the world to apprehend all this. If we're talking of export, export, where are you taking this export? Where are your targeted countries? All these countries, they have their own spec to what they know. But we have to introduce these things, get them together at home first. That's what we are doing now. We are concentrating to put these things together. As you can see, all these things come from different part of the country in their best form. And what we are hoping to see, or what we have been seeing, is that you will see people come in here on spec. They will tell you specifically because they have a very small, they want smaller packages, not the bigger ones. So if your target is to go to America, take this product to America, they want a giant jumbo packages. So you have to know your targeted areas first. But you cannot all achieve this without harnessing all these things together. That's why we are calling on all this product to come from different states, as you can see, and we collect them in their form and see what is needed to upgrade them. You cannot charge Nigerians and say, look, bring out this to the best, and they have taken that tax, what next? So you have to do your own homework first before the market you are targeting. I tell you, Nigerians were very determined. Whatever pedigree of challenges or tax put before us, we will meet up the tax. So we were so blessed, and it's very obvious.
Okay. Thank you, Alhaji. Do you think, yes, we have. Now, a lot of persons believe that we have these things in Nigeria, but they don't see them, or if they see, not in good qualities. For example, the Nigerian rice. You know, each time you consider or you think of going to buy Nigerian rice, the first thing that comes to your mind, sand, the stones that are in this rice. Now, what effort are we making, to ensure that these things that are coming, whether it is rice, whether it is the oils that we have seen and we will see as we go on?
Fine, Nigerians are trying to fabricate some machines,
okay,
but we can't take things for granted, especially when it comes for things that we will eat. You now can use, there are different metals you will use, like aluminum, that they're for food processing. And
and that's poison, like
exactly.
The rust can poison those products.
Absolutely, and the iron too might scrape the bottom and then get in there. So, but coming to those things, I tell you, we are getting quite a number of machines. You can see the rice, different species of rice we have farmed by women groups. And those women, if you see the processes they are using, you will really, they are determined to do it. And despite that, I tell you, it's a gradual stage. When do we start focusing on processing rice? Just recently in this government that came out with all seriousness and give chances. And look at the achievement so far. So I tell you, we're not doing bad, and we will get in there.
All right. Thank you very much, Alhaji. I must give it to you. It's awesome to actually come to your office and see all this being showcased. And I think Those who are watching us live will understand that you've gone so far to actually harness and bring this network together. Yes, I just heard you talked about government and processing, and I believe in your last expo we saw the faces of government coming to take part, and we want to see from this expo you have organized, what effort are you making to see how you can liaise with government to be actually getting the required support that will build the economy, because all our economy can grow, and we are looking at exporting. And today we are hearing government going out borrowing money every now and then to meet their budget and all that, and we have potentials like this that can be able to help government, help the nation itself to grow economically. What effort are you trying to have so that you can be able to support government from your point of view?
You see, the issue here is we shouldn't everything monopoly of knowledge. That no matter how high your office is in the government, you still have room for advisors to so in that case, if you see maybe government policies that you feel other way, come out and advise, and if it's not taken, put it, look at yourself that is your contribution is too little. Make a they see it succeeding, they will really come on board. And you see, at the moment now, um, the government policies that are really choking up people, and maybe the challenges that we had, which government has signed this cross-border inter-country
Yeah,
transactions that we've gotten ourselves into.
yeah.
I believe it's just communication gaps between the end users and also Nigerians. And some of them, if you can hear their comments anytime they step in here, is that, do you mean all these things come from Nigeria? Do you mean Nigerians processes all these things? Look, nobody, if we don't come out and speak for ourselves and position ourselves, definitely will always be at the defense side. Nigerians, nobody should underrate us. We are Nigerians, and we are destined to be Nigeria. Nobody can change his own destination. It's like we are not. We are nobody consult us to be Nigerians. We happen to be
Naturally,
Nigerians
yeah.
naturally, so we can't change that fact. So if we think things are not just the way they should be, no, we shouldn't expect anybody to change it. We are the ones who will come. Look, if you're accusing government of, you might find yourself one day there. So who are you going to accuse
Of
next?
course, when I'm being government official, I'm thinking how government can support in their little way to see how the expansion of some of these products can also be done. Because I know most who are into it, they are in a small scale. I will need them in a larger.
So I think Alhaji, outside government, you know, now these are the level of SMEs. We also know that these SMEs are not the major importers we have in Nigeria. We have key players. How can we bring in these key players? Because if let's split government apart, if the key players come in and then they will be able to invest in those things, because that's how private most of these companies abroad are private owned or private sector driven. How do we bring the big players in the private sector, to come into this so that we're able to harness the real potentials of the SMEs?
Like I've said, you see, you have to have a structure first. And if the structure is working, they will come after you. have made, and it seems they are really determined to come on board. So this is a time to strike out.
All right, thank you very much, Alhaji. Because of time, we don't want to take much, but then we must continue to appreciate your efforts so far. And with the challenges you just mentioned, I think Nigerians are listening and taking advantage of this live stream. Those who are actually into entrepreneurs who are into production like this, we understand that the issue of getting standardization will not be a problem because of what you are taking in now to see how you can stand for it. But then we want to understand that you mentioned something very vital that we need to get prepared. Prepare yourself, make plans so that when the opportunity comes, you can actually excel. So the preparation based on the network you have, I think Nigerians will actually want to understand at what categories, at what level, at what sector of products that you were able to harness that we are showcasing presently for that, so that you will know the extent that your business journey has gone so far.
Yeah, basically what we do is, you see, we don't dictate to people what you will choose. You choose what is readily available from your locality and bring it to the standard you think you added, even if it's just one step value to it. We don't criticize or tell you, or even if you're having challenges with the registration of certificates, if you are willing, come in on board, it's free. We receive you and we look at what you have and ask you, what do you want to achieve? This is what I'm into. Do you think you have source to all this, access to all this? If there will be need for expansion, if he answers yes, then we build him on that. And you can see that that's how we keep expanding. And the agencies, they're just missing link of communication. Some just here bear on speculation that no, standard organization, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yes, there are huge documents which I believe when I meet them next, we work on those documentations. Most of these startups, some of them have not gone to this level of education. Yeah. For them to now give them a volume of documentation or requirements for them to go through, it's really ridiculous. So we'll look at those things and not just using documents this time around. Let's have a practical demonstrations that this is what you need to do, or some inspection agencies will come up with a structure though. When you are saying no to what government is doing or the policy, you should come, on the other hand, bring up a suggestion, and it will give a solution quickly. When they adopt what you are bringing up, we are good to go. I tell you, this is Nigeria. We are Nigerians. We have to. We shouldn't be throwing blames on other agencies or upon us. This thing will not happen like magic. We have to. If you think of something negative, think how do you get the positive. Yes. So that's how to get big results.
Okay. I think this is live interview with Alhaji Sani Garba, the executive chairman of Business Visa Training and Company Limited. We've done a little bit of the talk. Let's put action. The action is we visit and see some of these products, and then let Nigerians know that we have good products. Let them reach out, through the Business Visa group, and then of course, I know they have a network. Business Visa is a network, so Business Visa is a network. So we'll just go around now. The conductors, that's part of the spotlight. All right, so that we can see that these are not just theories; they are practicals. No time for talk. We have seen or we heard so much of the talks. So let's put action to the talks. All right, so Alhaji, we can just step around and let's see some of the products. So, thank you so much for this time. We're not taking it for granted, but we are now coming because Nigerians must see. Our own commitment is that Nigerians must see these things. We all collectively will make Nigeria of our dream. So thank you. So we just see.
We can't be at the same. At the same angle, we have to spread ourselves.
Yeah.
One is taking care of that one, the other one is also taking care of the other side. I think with that kind of coming together, we'll get a very good result. So
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And that's my last word. I can agree with you that Nigerian should say we are poor, just like you said in the studio. So I was imagining, so I've come to understand why you say we You say we are poor, we cannot be poor with all that we have.
Even the world knows we're not poor. And anybody who tells you we're poor, he just wants to tease you. I bet you that.
Thank you. It's our pleasure, sir.
Do we start from here?
Okay, so we can start from here.
Yes, sir.
These are wonderful oils.
So you can see this is desert date oil.
Okay.
It's called adwa in the local language. Okay. It's peculiar to the Middle East. Okay. And I tell you, anybody who sees this, you will want to look at the color.
Yeah.
Very clear. We get it in Nigeria too. And also you can see neem oil, also found here in Nigeria. You know, and we have sesame oil, great oil. Look how clean it is. And we process this one here. That's the desert date oil. You can see the cold press here, and this is a hot press. And amazingly, the baobab, peculiar oil. This is the oil, and we all have them here in Nigeria. And you can see as well how clean this moringa oil is. There's a cold press.
Yeah, that's moringa.
There's moringa oil.
Wow.
So, and you see, I always said about this. We have this species of this moringa, or the class of this moringa, like 7 of them. Wow. Moringa itself, which they call it zogale, and we have the rama, we have the king, we have so many of them. But one just took one aspect and look at what came out of it. Every part of it is very useful, you know. So all the things we shouldn't just be saying or allow people to be talking on our behalf. If we don't showcase them, they wouldn't know that this thing exists. And look at amazingly, if you tell some people outside here we have ginger balm, it's very and we have the best ginger in the whole world. Let anybody
this is the ginger
try
balm.
Yeah. So you see, we coming out and I tell you, we're not slowing down on this. And you can see all these beauty products are all homemade from natural organic
products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, this is a black soap, which all made by ladies. Looks how like chocolate look, but I tell you, when you start using this, and what she does, she work on the kind of skin you have, and not just this. She has what goes with it, the lotion as well.
Okay,
We have it in the other room there.
Okay.
So you'll see them, and we have different spec of cheese, which I always tell anybody and anyone that we have the best of cheese here in Nigeria, from Taraba and also Plateau State with coffee. So this we are recommending for our own the airlines coming in here. They can come and enjoy all this.
To bring, yes, you can take
But
that.
they should put it in their menu as well.
Of course.
And our offices, government offices, imagine all these things. Government said, okay, we should start using our own, the way Chinese are doing. Anytime they are coming visiting you or you visit them, they give you Chinese tea.
Yeah.
We have Nigerian tea, which is much better. Why can't we give them? You know, so all these things we have to patronize. Before you even patronize, you need to know. But it's amazing when you now, it's shocking when people come. Do you mean this in Nigeria, this in Nigeria? To show you how big we are. And truly, some of them have no clue of what distance existed. So we have to know what we have before we even start thinking of
exporting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we're harnessing all these things in-house first. And when we do that successfully, I tell you, we don't need to go after the market. The market will come here and meet us.
Yeah.
So you can see beautifully sand. And another one, good product here is cashew nut. Look at it. All in Nigeria. And cashew in some states is just wasting away there.
Yeah.
But look at it. This is made from Nigeria. So there's nothing is impossible. I tell you.
And it's set for export as it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
In fact, like supermarkets, the supermarkets in Nigeria, the supermarket not just export, like Alhaji said. I agree with Alhaji. You know, if these things are in all the supermarkets in Nigeria,
Brother, we cannot be competing in our own country with other countries' products. We should have a fully made in Nigeria supermarket.
Okay.
Are goods not good enough to be on the shelves of their own supermarket?
yeah,
We shouldn't be competing. We should have Nigerian branded supermarket.
Yeah.
In our airport, we should take over the free duty shops. Very large place, display all these things. Let anybody comes and see them. And if we talk of the National Assembly, they have a space. Let us have a big space. Let them patronize all these things and see how we can stimulate the economy. We are not, these things are genuine. We're not hiding them. Look, these dates from Jigawa State. Go to Jigawa. If you want to plug it from the tree, you can do so. Why can't we showcase all these things? And most of those things that we don't even know where they're coming from, how they are processing all these things.
How long it has
And
been
if
in
you
there.
go to Europe, you'll find out that there are products specifically for African export. Less standard. And we agree to that. They're African standard. It's not what they are consuming. So this one that the farm, and you are now even waiting for someone to tell you to take it. Then you go and take something before you. So we are really abundantly blessed, and you can see the honey. Honey thing, just different honey from different part of the country. We have from Taraba State, we have from Kaduna State, and we have from. You see, there's another one which I think is peculiar to Nigeria. Is being dug from the ground.
Honey?
Yes.
Whoa.
It makes like a kind of like a termite.
Okay.
So you now dug it out and then you reach there, punch it and take it out very clean.
Wow.
So how can someone out there apprehend all this? And the honey we have here are wild honeys. They feed on different flowers.
Yeah.
So you can if you use yellow and you think it's the best yellow, let them come and see colored and more nutrition honey in Nigeria.
That's interesting.
So thank you very much. We can move to the other
office. Nigerians can see how rich we are.
So if we can start from here, this sugarcane product, this molasses.
Okay, these are sugarcane products. Wow.
This is so basically this is oil. These are also brown sugar from sugar cane. This is locally called, it's a product from sugar cane.
Wow.
It's called as a relic. The Indians pick this in their numbers. That's what they do. So you can see all these things are snacks. Planted cheese. So these are paraphrase. These are just few, I tell you. All homemade. Look how great this is. Spray, sanitizer, all homemade by ladies. So what we're saying is that if government will be using this in government offices, I tell you, think how we can turn around the economy. Instead of buying foreign goods, patronize your own good first before you now recommend to someone else and even sell it to someone.
Yeah.
Those ladies to just.
So we can see.
Yeah, we're going there. Okay, so
this is still the segment of Spotlight. We are seeing products made in Nigeria. These are the things God has blessed us with. So if you're out there and you are watching, please share this link so that other Nigerians can take advantage of these wonderful products.
Yes, as you can see here with this demonstrative machine, this is sunflower.
The sunflower, okay.
This is how this machine processes it. You can see the oil.
The oil, pure oil.
Yes, and you have the residue right here at the other end. So you can do the same thing with sesame oil, which is this to the end product. Yes. Sesame oil. So and also the moringa oil,
Now this
how
is
clean it
clean.
is. These are corpus.
Wow.
So we have a couple of them here on the garnish. I mean coconut oil. So
Wow.
that's a cold pressed coconut oil.
This okay, this.
Yes.
Wow, this is beautiful coconut pressed oil. Wow. Nigeria is blessed.
So coming to this side, we have mostly
Lotions.
cosmetics. And,
Okay.
you see, there's a
The
soap and local made soap.
Wow.
And just not that. You see, they are branded to this one turmeric and tea tree,
Mm.
and it comes with each lotion.
Oh, okay.
That's why you see the beauty of the Nigerians.
Yeah.
That's homemade.
Mm.
Nobody dare us. No matter the hot sun, we have all
Yeah.
weathers, but yet we know how to manage it. These are the secret we use. So
Mm.
join us to be using all homemade stuff. You will never regret it. It will be more beautiful. And also, there's products from shea butter.
Mm.
Yes, this is the most one, and another one. So many of them. Look at this. Incense, all homemade. Nigeria. And all the ingredients are sourced here. These are all to honor the vice
The
president.
vice president.
Yes. Also homemade. This specifically, yeah.
Wow.
Specifically, yeah. This is even made in here in Abuja. Yes.
As a spray?
Perfume.
Different.
Wonderful perfume.
Let me try it.
Ooh. Wow.
Really nice, right?
Yes. Oh.
So that's Nigerian product.
Really?
So you can share with much more Nigerians and also what we have here mostly are tea ingredients.
Okay.
We have the logo and
Oh,
and we
wow.
have them in flex.
Oh. These are Zobo packaged, but teas and this is already been processed. Oh, that's good.
So you will hardly see it in this form.
Mm.
So basically see also this is also tea.
Teas. Wow.
And these are spices. And we have a lot of date syrups.
Mm.
And we have here the best number one grade shea butter. They call it the number one shea butter. We dare any country to compete with us on this.
Mm.
So basically, you can see what we are. These are machines processing machines with a sugar cane. And this one for orange. I will have this spice. So this we use for empowering the ladies that are behind all this. So these are all spices coming through. We get them from different part of the country. I like this particular ones, when they come in this kind of forms. We encourage the locals, all ladies, sort them out, package them in this form, and send it to us. Those ones in the city, they will not buy off, use it as one of the ingredients. So
This ginger powder.
ginger powder, yes.
Wow.
And that's what we have in here too. Okay. So down here we have, you can see we have different switch these are rice from different. This specific one comes from Kebbi State. Okay. Yes. And these are products of shea butter. You can see raw.
Wow. I mean, come on. This is raw shea butter.
The white one.
Mm.
Apart from the one I showed you upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
which is the yellow one. And those are products from the shea butter. There's a soap there.
That's the screen.
Yes, yes. And here we have the right.
My wife suffers from diabetes.
Yeah, even healthy foods. And here we have this, it's commonly known as rabisco. It's like couscous.
Oh,
So we have the one for millet and we have the one for rice as well. It's a whole series of vegetable, gari, in their best form. You can see. And this very one here is danwake. It's popularly known in the north. And one of the best is this. Um, they call it kamba, finger millet.
okay.
Yes, it's also good as that that ripe plantain.
Oh, really?
Yes. And we have the tiger nut here. You can see how beautifully branded. And look at it.
Already wonderful.
Yes, ready to drink. Just instant drink. You can just scoop it and pour water, cold water. Scoop it and
Either hot
drink.
or cool.
Yeah, just ready to drink. No long processes. So right here we have elebo coming from the other side.
Yeah, the southwest.
Exactly. Yes. Then we have avocado rice there, and we have different avocado like the other one too up there.
So our brothers over there still continue to eat their favorite.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yes. So there's a meeting point. This one is also from Bauchi State, from a group of ladies. Yes, they farm it in a larger form, but you tell them which kilogram you want, they'll give you the size. Yes. So these are honey beans and also peeled beans. Yes, these are prepared. Somebody placed an order. I will have cassava pounder here. Cassava beautifully packed. Yes, ready to go. And we have beans flour. This rice here is from a women group from Gombe State.
Women group.
Yeah, women group from Gombe State. Yes. So right here, okay, and you can see maybe we can just throw in here. We have a whole lot of them. So you can see how we do.
Yeah, this is fantastic. We do.
And we have the cocoa powder here, and
These are sanitizers.
yes, sanitizers, homemade.
Oh, homemade hand sanitizers, portable for school children.
And right
You know,
here you
Yeah,
have
still hold on.
right here you have most of the riverine area foods.
Oh,
Yeah,
abacha,
achicha.
achicha.
Yes. And
Oh.
we have isam, which is a
The
periwinkle,
periwinkle
from
from.
the smaller ones.
Mm.
And we have the big, also the bigger series of it, also from
The river line.
the riverine areas. You can see what it looks like.
Oh, yes.
So all these dry ones, you as a Nigerian, you don't need a dry one. You have you have
yeah.
access to the fresh one.
This is the dried ngolo. Yeah, this is dried ngolo. Yeah. As a rivers man, I know this one very well. So, you know.
Basically, and you can see this one is really known as Manshami.
Okay.
Yes. So beautifully packed and sealed.
Yum.
Yes. So, and, have a series of green tea, we have black tea, and also one of the best, which is tamba for swallow. We have the tamba for pap. And this one is we call it masa. I know masa is very popular.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so this is a ready-made. Yes. So and look at this. What we did with the seasonal. This is dry onions.
Oh.
Look at how beautifully we reserve them because they are seasonal. They always perishable things.
So this is just to apply to your food and you still get the natural
Absolutely.
fresh.
And this is another abacha.
Wow.
You see how beautifully done and it has the ingredient to use.
Inside,
Also,
just like
this is the ingredient inside. So just abacha you now. These are all the details about it. So these are kind of local foods that we are saying we should introduce to the world.
Yeah.
If you say abacha, they only know General Abacha. So, but if you say the food, different from the names, and tell them it comes the ingredients and how to consume it, nobody will do that for you.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't allow people speaking on our behalf. We should introduce it and properly address it the way it should. You can see one of our best is this baobab thing. Look at the powder, which has high content of vitamin C, readily available here in Nigeria. And you can look at all this seasonal. There's a tomato powder. See? Yeah. So you come up with this to preserve the excesses we used to have.
Yeah.
So it's only when we now come up with these preservation things that we can now come up with a price tag on them and tell the world this is how we do them. And this is one of the amazing ones. The kulikuli, you see them?
Yeah,
all in different forms. They are good snacks you can share with anybody from anywhere. There's a kilishi sugar powder. No,
that's the sugar cane.
It's a product of sugar cane, yes. So you can see the cabbage, the eggplant, beans powder, all in the powder form. And likewise, lemon powder. Look at it. So these are all real. And look at sesame. These are export drum. Look how up to 210 liters. These are the packet ones. So basically, you can look this side. This honey from the wild honey from Taraba State.
Wow.
They come in this form, and then anybody who wants bought them and then repackage them the way he wants it. So rolling out this side, this is red millet, guinea corn, please. It's dawa. You have the 3 parts, and also you can see varieties of. And this comes from Benue State, which is Bambara nut. They call it gurja in Hausa. Okay. And this is soya beans milk. I mean the powder, the powder here, which the usage is not hidden. And you can see different spices, and all of them are homemade. And this area, this mushroom, all gotten here in Nigeria. And these ones are just packed in this form. They come from Maiduguri. They are our local cuisine in Maiduguri. So you chose the one you want and the size of the package you wanted. All women group does this. So if you give them the size, they will give you the best. And these ones come from Plateau State, which we know we have a very hot spice there. So look at how beautiful it is. See? They're all hot sauce, pepper sauce. Look at that.
Yeah, I can even perceive the pepper.
Yeah. So here we have the sesame from Nasarawa State and the other one from Jigawa State. So if you want to continue, we still have a lot. But and we have gum Arabic right there. And
all right, Nigerian viewers, this is how far we can go with the spotlight on made in Nigerian products. Like we said earlier, we are in the office of the Business Visa and Trading Company Limited, and the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO, Alhaji Sani Garba. We have had the oral interview earlier now, and he has taken us, at least in the next past 10 minutes, he's been conducting us around in very different varieties of products that we have in Nigeria. Now the question is, if you said Nigeria is poor, I don't know where you get your own research or statistics, but from what Alhaji has shown us, that shows that we're not just only rich in our numbers, over 200 million population, but we're rich with the natural resources. God have endowed us with so many of these products. So why go to eat packaged foods that are coming from other countries when you have more than enough? So we want to thank you so much for being with us we keep playing this, we keep letting Nigerians know that we'll have all that we need as a nation to grow and become that giant of Africa. So once again, we want to thank Alhaji Sani Garba for the opportunity, to do this with you, and we'll do it again and again, because we said we will definitely collectively build the Nigeria of our dream. So we want to thank you, and then we'll join forces with Alhaji. But before we go, our mantra is buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria, right? So Alhaji will first respond. Oh yes. We do buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So Alhaji said buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So it's Nigeria. So Alhaji, we're going to please come closer.
All right.
So we're going to state that now to all those who are joining us. Yes, and say okay, fine. Okay, we'll have the background. Yes. So all right. So taking the background of the business visa. All right, so let's say it's buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. I want to go buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. Thank you.